The question we have to discuss is three similarities and differences between the theories of Freud and Erikson. Sigmund Freud developed the psychosexual theory. He believed that personality development is tied to the sexual development of a child. There are 5 stages. The oral stage takes place between the year 1 and 1.5. The conflict at this stage is over weaning. The anal stage takes place in the toddler years. The conflict in this stage is toilet training. The phallic stage takes place between 3 to 6 years of age. The main focus in this stage is on the genitals. In this stage, children have discovered the difference between boy and girl. The latency stage takes place from 6 years of age to puberty. In this stage, kids push their sexual attraction for others aside. Boys think girls are yucky, and girls think boys have cooties. The genital stage is the last stage, and it takes place during puberty. In this stage, the sexual attraction towards the opposite sex is no longer ignored. Erik Erikson developed the psychosocial theory. There are 8 stages. The first stage, trust versus mistrust, takes place from when a child is born to 1 year. In this stage, babies learn to trust or mistrust others depending on if their needs are met or not met. The second stage, autonomy versus shame and doubt, takes place from 2 to 3 years. In this stage, toddlers realize that they can choose what type of behavior they act or don't act. The third stage, initiative versus guilt, takes place from 3 to 6 years. In this stage, preschoolers learn that they have to control their behavior. The fourth stage, industry versus inferiority, takes place from 6 to 12 years. In this stage, children are forced to learn social and academic skills. The fifth stage, identity versus role confusion, takes place during adolescence years 12 to 18. In this stage, adolescents have to decide who they want to be and what they want to stand for. The sixth stage, intimacy versus isolation, takes place in the 20s. Now, young adults must learn to either share who they are and what they stand for with another person to form a relationship between the two of them, or they have to just keep to themselves. The seventh stage, generativity versus stagnation, takes place in the late 20s to the 50s. In this stage, the challenge is to be nurturant so the next generation can thrive. The final stage, integrity versus despair, takes place in the 50s and beyond. In this stage, this is where a person reaches wisdom and a sense of wholeness, or not, by the end of their life. The similarities and differences. The first similarity between these two theories is that a way a person finds pleasure or is prevented from satisfying urges for pleasure at each stage affects personality. The second similarity is that at the younger stages, major events may affect a person's personality. The third similarity is that both views have the same structure and both men claim that humans develop in stages. The first difference is that Erikson broke away from Freud's emphasis on sex, but instead emphasized on social relationships in every stage of life. The second difference is that Freud did no experiments to come to his conclusions about personality. The third difference is that Erikson believed that humans develop throughout their lifespan in 8 stages, and Freud believed that a person's personality is shaped by the age of 5 in only 5 stages.